My name is Dr. Jane Goldberg. I'm a psychoanalyst. I am the owner of La Casa de Spa on East 20th Street. Welcome to my show, Musings from 20th Street. We are here today for the 23rd session of my Really Real Reality group therapy. So while we were waiting for the show to begin, one of the group members commented to another group member, "Do you shave your chest?" And the member looked down at his chest and he said, "Yes, sometimes." And I thought, you know, that's kind of, it was Kay who actually asked EJ. And I thought, that was kind of a sexy thing for Kay to say to EJ. And I looked over at EJ's chest and I thought his chest looked kind of sexy. And then I realized the whole time that we've been meeting for 22 sessions, there has not been a single communication from any group member to another group member about having any sexual feelings. And usually in my normal groups, people do have sexual feelings for each other. Of course, they're not acted out. They're only talked about, and thus the experience becomes ever more intense, because when you inhibit action, then you are just left with feeling. So I thought we would begin today with that thought in mind. see if we can conjure up any sexual energy.
All right, I admit I have sexual feelings for D.
Oh, wow.
Actually, well, you got to have somebody in the group you're attracted to. No, he's got a great personality, but I haven't thought about sex in so long at this point, you know. It's like me, myself, and I. I'm an age a trois, you know what I mean? So it's been a while.
That might have been the funniest thing you've said.
I say a lot of funny things, honey,
Funny.
believe me.
Myself
Usually not in this
laughing, I
arena, okay? I mean, yes, you know, there are times when you'd screw anything, light bulb included. No, I mean, you know, it's not like, I'm very particular about what I'm attracted to, because there's so much crap out there that you kind
But you are attracted to D.
Well, as a person, I think he's a beautiful
Not
person.
sexually.
Well, I don't know. I haven't dated in so long. I don't know what it's like to be attracted to anything.
Well, don't backpedal. You said you were sexually attracted to him.
Well, I mean,
No.
it's not. No, I don't. You know, he
Lessons
knows
over
what I'm talking about. I don't think he feels that way about me.
We all know.
That's okay.
You know what's funny?
Okay.
What's really,
Well,
really
now we got a
funny?
real interesting topic going on.
I was
here.
thinking earlier that I wonder, since he seems to be her advocate,
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%.
and I was wondering if
I'm
there was some
Oh
adopted.
sexual.
I thought they were like
That's
sleeping
what
together,
you
yeah.
assume, though.
I really thought.
Can you not
that.
assume though that maybe it's
I
a
didn't
very
assume, I
close
just wondered.
friendship maybe in the making?
I didn't assume anything.
No.
Because men always assume, okay, they want to get it on. Let's get
But
it on.
you don't have to have, the person doesn't have to have reciprocal feelings for you to feel sexual energy, number one, and you certainly don't have to date anybody. I mean, I have sexual feelings, but oh my God, you know.
George Clooney?
I don't really like George Clooney, but I like Ray Fiennes
Oh, I like him.
and who else?
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah. All right. They don't
Mick
make me.
Jagger.
I like Mick Jagger.
That guy could move.
Yeah.
He's like
I'm a sexual
medicine
guy.
man on
Yeah.
the stage,
Yeah.
isn't he?
Yeah, he's a
D has something to
Brings in
say
it.
about
He
this
brings
topic.
it.
I'm
It's
trying.
amazing.
James, just jump in, D.
I think that, first of all, I appreciate that. Thanks. And because I'm a sexual guy, I think that there could be some underlying sort of sexual deal. Because I
Ooh.
feel that with a lot of people, though. I mean, I just do.
Men
because
and
there's a
women.
bond
Well, do-
in other ways.
So do you feel
then
it
it
in
could
this
be,
room?
you know, yeah.
In this room toward anyone?
Yeah, Barbara.
Barbara.
So,
Yay! Someone
Sure,
likes
because
me.
because of the bond that we have, and because I'm a sexual dude, I mean, I would be able to. That would become part of it. Not
There's
saying that we
smoking
would,
after all,
but
Barbara. So go
See?
tell me.
I'm a cougar, baby.
You know what I
Hey,
mean?
yeah.
But you know what I mean. It was
Roar.
because I feel
There
that
you
way
go.
anyway about a lot of. I mean, I see myself being sexual with a lot of different people.
Tiger Woods
Yeah,
in the
different
house.
Don't make yourself out to be too promiscuous, then she'll start feeling like it's not much of an honor.
Yeah, Tiger Woods like 14 women. Okay, plus
Hey,
the
Barbara,
Swedish
sorry,
one.
on my ear, this part, I'm so sorry, Barbara, but this part of my ear is starting to get a little, it's just the shrilliness, I'm sorry. If you like
So
it.
you-
That's what I've never been accused of, actually.
No, I
That's nice.
actually have a rule against moving.
Okay.
Why? Because it would be acting out a feeling, and we're here to only talk about our feelings.
Okay.
So Barbara is irritating you.
No, my ear is, my inner ear.
I project, you know, the theatrical back.
No, I have a bit of an inner ear problem, so it's just
Oh, really?
not entirely your fault.
yeah, I'm not
And the
deliberately trying
shrilliness
to
sometimes
make you
just
deaf.
cracks.
Okay, so here's a good question. Is
Use your
Barbara...
hand, protect.
Is Barbara, okay, who's going to change? Is Barbara willing to change
Or back
in
to
order
me.
to
Here we
give
go.
a
I hope
gift?
so, because it is physically.
We're getting
In
away
order
from
to
my
give a gift to
promiscuity.
Kay, or is Kay going to have to take care of herself and expect that Barbara's not going to change? Let's see.
I don't know. I hope you would, Barbara, because it is a physical thing. Like I said, it's just not you. It's just the pitch
Would
of
you,
your voice.
would
and
you
the
be willing to
shrilliness.
be sensitive to?
I
Kay in that
wasn't
way?
aware I was doing it. I was kind of reacting
Okay,
to
but
what Dee
now-
was saying,
but
which
now
went
she's-
out the window, obviously.
But now she's brought it up. She's told you something about herself. So is it possible for you to want to give that to her? Are you willing to make an adjustment in your behavior?
You mean my
as-
voice, not my behavior. I think she's talking about
Well,
the
no,
tone
voice
of
is
my voice,
behavior.
which is your voice is your voice, you know.
You can modulate your voice. You're an actress. You know that.
Well, I like yeah, but being a theater person, you tend to project. So I forget I'm on television.
So
I'm
I guess
sorry.
the answer is no.
Right there.
Okay, I'd whisper in your ear if you needed me to.
Okay, thank you.
Well, we were talking
Okay, now
about
that
Dee's,
that felt like a little hotsy
I
totsy move
feel
here.
really fine.
We were
I
talking about
really
Dee, but
It's not
enjoyed
fair.
Barbara's laughs. That one laugh before, the sound of it was just beautiful. That's the way I feel. I
feel
like hearing
Barbara's chances are
increasing as time
emotional
progresses.
and strong vocalization, especially when it's laughter.
Now, what you said was really great, but nobody heard it because you were talking as he was talking.
What did he
yeah,
say?
I'm sorry, EJ.
No, I'm
I
sorry. I
cut
was
you off
talking.
there.
No, I was talking while you were talking. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I said I think Barbara's chances are increasing as time progresses.
he's never getting a word edgewise. This poor man. He was in the middle of talking
Walter,
about
are you
something.
attracted to
fine.
Barbara?
Oh, God.
Actually, yes.
Oh no. no.
I'm attracted to every woman here,
Oh.
more or less.
Oh,
This
you
is why
left
I'm
out the men?
single.
More or less.
That's okay.
See, there you go.
I don't.
That's good.
In fact, I have had some experimentation.
We're not
Maybe
talking
in my
about
life, but
Walter. We're not talking about
I'm not-
experimentation.
I don't feel it that
We are
much
talking
for guys
only
here
about
now.
feelings. Okay.
We don't want to
Well,
get
I
into
just- did I
graphic
answer your
details,
question?
please.
I don't feel it.
Do you want
For
someone to feel
guys
attracted
here.
to you?
God, you don't.
I don't need it, but it's always nice.
You know, Hugh
Does
Hefner.
does someone feel attracted to you?
I think Dee's kind of attracted to me.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he said he's
Which is
attracted
like
to
so.
every man and woman in the room, right? Did he? Well, almost every man and woman, right?
Oh, so
Pansexual.
he
Oh.
likes people.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I'm kind of
He likes
attracted
to
to
feel
Dee.
that.
Whoa.
Very good.
Oh, we're gonna have a
You're
cat
getting
fight
way
right here.
too
I am,
Yeah,
baby.
baby.
See?
Yeah, 3 and 1.
Cool.
Why not? Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, happy. All right, now that brings up a whole other topic.
I do feel that you're modulating your voice. Are you?
I'm
are you-
laughing so hard at this session today. I don't
so
know
you're
why
not
the
you're
giggles.
not you're not concentrating on doing it. It does seem to me like
She's
there's-
lowered a lot.
yeah, that
she
there's
has.
a-
Thank you.
There you go.
Are
Thank you, Dee.
So you're not doing it as a conscious effort toward Kay?
It's just things that are being said. It's just this
No,
is taking
no.
a strange direction.
no,
I don't
no,
know.
it's
It-
not
the-
gonna
the
happen.
group is
Oh,
taking a
it would
I don't
be
mind it.
Sad.
it
That's
would be
really
so
sad.
nice if you wanted to give Kay a gift.
I'm not subconsciously thinking about much of anything. I'm living in the moment, which is really what life is all about when you think about it. And it was just weird how we just because we were talking how we never get a thought kind of processed. It doesn't what were you, conformity.
Continuity.
Yeah, and he was in the middle of talking about something very interesting, and all of a sudden it just kind of like floated in the air like a
No.
balloon and disappeared.
Yes, I think we have to conclude the answers now. Okay.
Well, we should.
Okay. All right. So Molly,
Yes.
where do you want to go?
I'd like to go back to the authority issue.
Okay. Take us there.
Because I think what's interesting, Walter's going to setting me daggers, I can tell. He mentioned something that I said, could you hold that thought till we get back into the group? And I didn't want to leave you just dangling with that. Because I kind of threw out a hand grenade in the last session because I said, if you guys have issues with rules, it has nothing to do with the rules. It has to do with attitudes towards rules. And I think it precisely addresses
I'm
what...
not much of a rule follower.
Well,
have to
but
admit.
I also follow being present in the moment, but I can place my consciousness wherever and modulate my voice and whisper or do whatever and still be present in the moment.
But you know me, you know, it's like, you know, everybody tries to put their own personalities on everybody else, and I don't.
I'm
try
not
to be,
saying
you
that,
know.
you know, I just think as human consciousness, it's possible to modulate your voice and still be in the moment, regardless of personality.
Well, maybe so, but I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't really
Yeah.
thinking. I'm thinking about something else in that moment. You can't think about
You
many
can
things
resist-
at
Is
the
there
same
desire?
time.
But you have to have desire.
You resist.
Possibilities must have desire to be possible.
I
right?
think that expressions of resistance are expressions against authority.
Can I just
Oh,
interject? for a
well,
Go
second?
ahead.
I haven't had much of a thing with authority.
I think that we were just having like an enjoyable conversation. I don't think Barbara did anything wrong.
Thank
and no
you.
offense to
I don't
you,
know.
Thank
but
you.
I think it's not her fault. Like, we're in Manhattan.
No,
You're gonna
yeah.
hear a lot of bangs, booms,
Yeah,
bombs.
Yeah.
I hear
crashes.
noise all the
Absolutely.
time in my
I mean, you
building,
can't
believe
expect
me.
her to. I mean, she was laughing, so
Yeah.
I think it's irrational of you to expect.
Thank
her
you.
to
Oh,
watch
thank you,
this
AJ.
happen.
Physical issue.
We're in a group discussion, and no offense, I don't believe that you have an inner ear infection
Really?
right now.
Okay. I'm sorry.
And I'm not attacking you. I'm
That's
not attacking you. I
okay.
just really don't believe it, and I just think that we're having a good.
sad that you would think I
good
would make
conversation.
something
For
like
once.
that up.
Yeah.
Okay, come on.
No, I had the.
No, it
crystals in
doesn't
my
make
ear.
you sad.
Yeah, no, it does.
No, it
really
doesn't.
does.
And
Because I felt
nothing,
close to
nothing
No,
against
it
you.
makes you
I feel
angry.
close to you too. I'm just saying. I mean,
I'm
for the
trying to
sake.
feel the anger, but no, not yet.
You don't
Not
feel
yet.
the
Maybe
anger?
it will come, but no, it's not there.
If somebody calls me a liar,
just-
I'd be.
You know.
I
Plenty
don't think
pissed.
that she's being against authority. I just think that
No,
we're
because that
in the
means
flow
that
of
there's no.
conversation.
When somebody calls you a liar, that means there's no respect. There's no love. There's nothing. So
Yeah.
That's
But the
not
conversation
true.
was
Oh
at
my
a high level.
God.
That's
Oh.
not true.
He's so paranoid.
So-
When we're at a high level, it just seems like for some reason
EJ,
the conversation-
she really felt attached to you and interested in you, and she feels very hurt.
Well, I'm not taking back what I said,
No,
No.
no, just
but my intent.
just
I
acknowledge
think
that she's
I
hurt.
prefaced it by saying, "and no offense." I just.
No
I-
offense, but yeah. Okay, that would be. A
It
little
just. It
difficult.
was like this sudden onset of an inner ear
Right?
infection.
Well,
You know what I mean? It was like a sudden onset.
You don't want to go to with she's hurt.
I don't know what to do. That she's hurt. I apologize.
That's
that
okay.
That you hurt, and I hope it wouldn't affect our.
I would be more interested in your being interested in her feeling hurt than apologizing or taking back.
So what does that mean?
It might look something like, wow, I see that's really painful for you. Do you want to say anything more about it?
No, I'm good. I'm good, thanks.
Well, he was defending me, which I thought was very nice because before he wasn't. But he's I like the fact you speak your mind and you're not taking sides. Okay.
The reason I have an inner bashed across the head very severely as a child, and crystals in my ear broke. So I'll be sure to bring you some documentation.
Who used to
No, no,
bash?
no,
Who
no,
used
come
to
on.
bash you?
No, you
That's
can't
crazy.
tell me you're not angry.
I see
Now I'm
anger.
angry.
Now you're angry.
Okay, who used
Okay,
to
but
bash
I
Could
you?
can
some
move
of
next
this-
lesson. It's not
Remember-
Barbara's fault.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Remember how we talked about how you look at everything in black and white?
Right.
Okay, and you agreed with that, and
Yeah,
you
yeah,
feel that way.
absolutely.
So EJ saying that just because he disagreed with you, just because
no, he
he
didn't
said,
disagree.
well, but just because he said that you weren't feeling
liar.
that, yeah, but it doesn't mean that he doesn't. There's no love.
No, when
You were
somebody
saying
calls you a
that's
liar,
not true
that
though, because he was
means
just
that
saying
there's
that he
no
didn't believe
respect.
that. No, that's
no,
not
he
true.
didn't say it like that.
About that issue.
He said that he
you're
didn't
saying
believe
that I
that was an
shouldn't-
issue. He said
Okay.
he didn't believe that
So
you had an
when-
ear infection.
So are you?
I don't have an infection.
Well,
Dee,
whatever. He
Dee,
didn't believe you had
Are
an ear
you
problem.
are you trying to
To make her feel a
tell?
little better.
Yeah, you're trying to
Thanks.
take
So
away
then
her
I'm-
feeling of pain.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to take away your feeling of pain. I love your feeling of pain.
There's a lot of sadists in this
Thanks,
group,
thanks.
but
When she
wrong
tries
with
to take
laughing?
away my pain, you let her do it the other time. Remember that?
Okay,
You
who
didn't
used
stop her
to
from
hit
taking
you?
away
Well, then
my
that was
pain.
another
Because-
technical error. That
My brothers.
yeah, I don't
The
know.
brother
the wall
that.
a
I just don't
Yeah.
believe that it's
Crystals
like a
broke.
complete
Hi, Molly.
lack of
Pitch
love or a
certain pitches,
complete
even in
absence
music.
of.
Okay,
Well,
now,
Well,
we're-
since I'm kind
Yeah,
of in
we're
the middle
kind
of
of-
this,
Now,
I
we're
didn't know.
grouping, and I
know.
don't
I
know
know. It's
so.
not your
who's
fault.
got the floor. I don't
Okay.
know who to listen
It's not
to.
your fault, Barbara.
No.
I think Nick.
I think
So-
Molly wasn't done. and
Okay,
I
then
wasn't done.
get him to listen to you, so I can listen
Not
to
that
you.
these people are important.
Walter,
now.
hold on just a second.
Yeah, all right.
So, okay, anyway, I
A
don't
second.
think it's a complete lack of love or a complete lack of respect. I just think that he was saying he just didn't believe it. So it doesn't negate everything that maybe you guys felt for each other, maybe the
Okay,
bond
but
that you
again,
had.
but
You're
at
talking about the
that
whole relationship.
at that moment,
Yeah, she was
at
pissed.
that
it,
no
it
no
did it.
at
Then
that
I got
moment
mad.
it negated everything.
At
Just
that moment
for
to
that
her.
moment.
I understand.
Right.
And that moment was a pure
I understand.
moment of pain and hurt and feeling
Sure,
uncared
sure.
for. And it was a beautiful moment.
That's terrific, but I think she can move on and
All right.
believe that
And
that
we'll
didn't
move on.
actually
Yes,
do that.
You know what? This is sort
I'll
of
try to
like
move.
Right.
Lana calling
I'll
me
try.
a
Right,
fake.
right,
You
right.
feel
Okay.
betrayed. You're
Okay.
feeling betrayal.
Don't dwell on what I said. If I don't believe something, it's not for you to get hurt and ruin your day and not have an appetite. for dinner.
EJ,
It is for him to have.
do you
her-
believe that
whatever
she
feeling
used to
that
get hit
comes to
by her brother?
Should I start? I mean,
No,
He probably
the-
doesn't believe that part either because he didn't believe the
No,
first
I'm
part.
asking
Going into an
EJ,
explanation.
she shared with us,
No,
Kay
that's good.
did, that she used to get hit
Yeah,
by
but
her
he
brother.
doesn't have.
And you might have missed
Don't
some
even-
earlier sessions where she talked about the abuse at home.
But that
Now,
helps
do you
as well.
believe that she used to get hit in the head by her brother?
is this the first time out of 23 sessions that she's brought up?
She's
her
never said this
crystal?
before.
No, because
This is
I've
the
always
first time
sat-
she's brought up, but she
Remember
has
Dee
brought
last
up
time?
early on the abuse from her
Sorry, Paul.
family.
Paul, 2 seconds. Remember, Dee, we talked about it last time. I always sat across from Barbara.
Oh, that's true.
On purpose,
That's true.
remember?
That's true.
I've always had Barbara across from me for a certain reason.
That's true.
Which
But
is
you
But she
never
has talked
said, you
about
never
abuse
said
consistently.
why. And
Right,
then it's
right,
So
right, because I don't
physical
want, I don't
and
have to
sexual and
advertise
so-
everything.
Well, no,
There's no-
right?
to
But
not
you don't
believe
want to
that
be
it
called a liar either.
So
But-
no one,
Right.
no one seems to think that that was just like real
I did a
quick
little bit.
targeting.
I did a
Barbara.
little bit. A little bit.
That's all I'm saying. I
I
mean,
did-
I feel, hey,
Because people are used to
you're
us
right.
arguing.
Sorry, Paul,
People are used to
Barbara.
us arguing, and they
What I-
Kay was asking Barbara to change in the same way that last
That you
week
have,
that
basically.
Carol was asking Kay to
Right,
change.
right.
Right.
We do
Have to
ask
adjust.
people to change, and they change sometimes for us according to our wishes, and they don't. And if they don't, we're frustrated, or we're angry, or we're hurt, or whatever.
I'd like to
I'm going to be
I-
honest. My first thought when you
I
did that.
Right.
actually want the
Let-
entire world to change according to my principles.
Let him
My
finish.
first
Let him finish.
my first thought when Kay said
I
that was
believe
that
you.
you were.
I
Right,
believe you all.
Guys, let him finish it. 'Cause
Let-
My
Let's see
first
finish.
thought was that when you said that to Barbara, was that you were emulating, and don't take
Right,
it the wrong
right.
way, that you were, and no, that you were emulating Dr. Goldberg.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
You're
That's
attacking
why
me
I
like
always sat
Dr.
across from
Goldberg.
her.
No.
That was my thought
All right.
That-
immediately.
I didn't think
The
of
thought I
that,
had.
actually.
Because you weren't next to her, so now
Yeah.
now she's next to you, so you
Oh, you
sort of
thought it was-
took on what
right.
Dr.
Oh,
Goldberg
that's
was doing.
interesting. All right, because I didn't,
That was my
I didn't
thought.
see that.
Dee, do you have
I
a
thought of
sister?
that too, and then it started to hurt.
To
And
hurt.
I realized,
Yeah.
But I do want to say,
I'd like to get the.
Yeah, I think a little
Okay,
bit actually
after
did.
I know.
Yes.
And I thought you
think you're
thought
I
that
right.
want, I want
I
to say I
think you're
agree
right.
with Molly
Yeah, I
that
think so,
one should be able
Absolutely.
to not change for others, and one should be able to change for others. That one should be able to make a choice to either change or not change.
Right.
But I think whenever you say, I can't change, you're limiting yourself. And so I think you're limiting your growth. And Walter, what did you want to say?
I'd like to get the floor with Molly on that issue about authority. You think anytime somebody, would you mind saying it again?
I think that if you have a resistance to following rules, it is not really about the rules, it's about resistance to
I
authority.
agree with that.
I'll agree with
I think
that.
that's too much of a generalization.
No, I
There can be
agree.
rules which are
You're
so
abused. You have
imposing
too much
on
authority.
the present moment comfort of a person that whatever a person's history about authority is overridden. But I also think that it's very possible, and I have some of that, that's for sure, to be fixated on the rule makers and the presence of rules, which I'm taking as what you mean, you know, like,
Let's
in
just
other words,
talk
I had
about,
a father who did his shit with authority, and my mother too, and it brings me back there, and it makes me, like, inordinately at times want to fight against anything imposing, even an impulse from myself, which I say, yeah, I should do this, I should take care of this, and then I resist it. That's how bad my thing against authority is
but it's
at
not
times.
working for you. I mean, you were having resistance to the rules in the group, i.e., you know, you want a group hug, and that's the rules in this group, are you not supposed to touch anyone?
In
and-
group, not outside.
In group. And so,
Oh yeah, D and you.
I'm just
No,
saying,
no, I
You had to clarify that, right, Barbara?
No, God, here we go.
Molly is saying,
I'm on the top.
Sorry, Molly.
I just, moving the subset, I'm just saying that I noticed that the three people who have issues with whatever the rules of the group are, which aren't particularly onerous, the fact that we can't touch each other is not restricting your, you know, freedom to express yourself, basically. I mean, it is to a certain extent, but I wouldn't say that it's fascistic in any way, shape, or form. That the fact that you even question it, to me, means that you've got an issue with authority.
I'm seeing you with an issue coming out in the way you're seeing that.
How so?
What was that?
What?
You seem you're bringing it up. You're bringing it up.
Well, I got
First
confused.
of all, I think I'm doing exactly what is right in this group, according to what I understand from Jane. That yes, on my first time here, she made it very clear. Yes, we should have our feelings, express our feelings, and anything that's going on. We do it within the instrument, even if we're hating the instrument that we have, which is the arrangement of rules in this group. Even if we're hating it and going against it, still we express it and stay here and follow the rule while we're expressing our hostility against it or our resistance against
Yes,
it.
so far you're doing a really great job, Walter.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Thank you. Well, I see that as
You're staying
what I was doing.
You're staying in the rules in spite of not wanting to, and I can't ask for more.
Well, that's harder for me because I have been against authority my whole life. Because I had an authority.
But you stayed in the rules, Barbara. I've never seen you.
Well, but it has affected my
Yeah.
quality of life, like work. You
No,
know.
I'm talking about in the group. You have stayed in the
Oh,
rules of the
yeah.
group.
I never got up, even
No,
though
no.
there were times when I wanted to leave really bad. But I'm just saying, generally, when people are abused, we do have issues with authority
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
I know at work, I mean, I had bosses who reminded me of my stepfather, which wasn't cool. And they would really look to hurt me, like in public, in front of other people. Like they would yell at me in the hallway, for instance. And if you want something to do, you take somebody in an office and shut the
Not
door and say
people like
something.
that.
Yeah, but it was sort of like you. And I don't want to be against authority because there have to be rules in society to make society work. Though what someone else's rules is somebody else's, not my rule. You know, rules can be dangerous too. They can be restrictive, and I mean, look what's going on across the world.
I get terrified when I go to court because I think that the judge is going to do something because he
Yeah, I
has
don't
all
like
authority
courtrooms
over
either, to
me,
be honest
you
with
know? And like you said, Barbara, when you're abused by somebody in authority,
Yeah,
you get really
rebel.
intimidated
You
because
rebel.
they have all the power
Yeah.
all the time.
And you have none.
And you have
none.
no power
No.
over anything.
I
And
agree.
it really can freak you out. So
I saw
I'd
so
like
many
to
judges
finish.
in my
and
life.
by the way, your voice is really toned down, and I really want to thank
I'm
you.
so
for
glad.
that.
But,
think
but
I'd
I,
like to finish
but,
something.
but,
So
but
much.
I would really treasure that more if it were a conscious attempt as opposed to.
Right, but I'll go
Oh,
for the
Jane.
unconscious.
Go
It
ahead.
worked.
Go ahead, Dee. Be my
I-
defender.
I
Go
would
ahead.
It did work, but I would like her to own it.
Oh, but
I know
what
she's
do you
not
say?
on it.
You
You
should be proud of yourself.
I
Yeah.
want you to say that I've made a conscious attempt to modulate my voice.
And it worked, and
Um,
you really made me
Being
feel
loud
special.
before.
and-
I
What
wasn't
you guys
really
are talking
being, yeah.
about.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't
I
get
feel
that
like I'm
whole thing,
being.
man.
I think this is becoming like such a non-issue.
I just wanted to thank you.
No, I appreciate
That's
it, but
all.
I mean, I haven't subconsciously. But when I do laugh, I get boisterous, and that's a human trait. I mean, some things here were very funny today, and I haven't.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beats crying. Thank you. We don't always have to be depressed in every group. I mean, yeah, last
I
week
just
was a
I
bummer.
just wanted to know that you should be proud of yourself.
This
Thanks.
is pretty funny.
I'm so glad to
Dr.
hear
Goldberg,
this.
do you keep bringing it up because you really want to feel like you've
I think Dr.
affected
Goldberg needs
her?
something out of it.
Yeah, something.
What are
You
you
do.
missing, Dr.
You do.
Goldberg?
I agree with that.
I'm missing Barbara making a conscious decision to do something.
How do you know
and
she
then
hasn't kind
doing
of done it in her head? Like she's slowly
Maybe
doing it.
psychologically unconscious, not unconscious. If
You know
I'm
what I mean?
unconscious,
Like she's
subconscious.
slowly doing
I
it.
think she wants
I
to
think it is.
acknowledge it. You know what I mean?
Well, sure,
And
but I
say-
mean, I was she's going to have an epiphany and go, oh, this is what I'm doing. I don't know if that's going to happen.
No, I don't want her to have an epiphany. Oh, this is what I'm doing. I want her to make a decision to do this and then.
But don't you
do
think
it.
maybe she's doing that?
She's not acknowledging that it is
When? At what
conscious
point? When is she
What do
supposed
you
to
want?
acknowledge it?
effort.
When is she
Wait,
supposed to
all
acknowledge
right,
it?
I have modulated.
Anytime, right now is
modulated.
good.
I'm
Just to say
modulating
it?
my voice,
Right.
but the reason why I was laughing.
Just tell her that you're doing it and
Yeah,
we'll be
okay.
done with it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. No, I understand where he's coming from because he thinks I'm being needlessly attacked for no reason.
Well, just tell her you're
Would you-
making
would
an
you
effort.
attack
Just
him?
tell her you're making an
Yeah,
effort.
well, I am making an effort,
Do you
but
think she's being attacked? Do you?
It's just, become belabored point of something that I thought was a little blown out of proportion. But
Yeah,
that's-
it is.
just
yeah,
a little. But I mean, but I do
I
agree
don't-
with what you know.
I don't think you can either belabor or blow out of proportion consciousness.
Okay.
For me, the word is God and consciousness is God. Consciousness is everything.
But we're
Without
doing,
without consciousness, we're
But I
Right,
do
that's
think
part
she's
of the
making.
filtering
filtering
animals.
process. So unless you
Like
get
my
right.
little dog.
Worse
unless
than
that
I
building
think,
block is there,
every living
I think
thing
that's what she
has
wants,
some
that
kind of
block.
I'm
conscience.
afraid to
understand.
laugh. You know?
But I don't know if you're going to get out of her. Wow, I'm making an effort to do this, and
And
I
I'm
want you to
making
know that I'm
progress.
doing that. I don't know if she's going to do
Well, I
that. So
told you,
think
I
that she-
have many desires.
Right.
I want every,
And that's one of them.
and that's one of them. I want things from everybody that comes into
Okay,
my
cool.
sphere of influence.
Fuzzy touch.
I'm
Cool.
putting my head between my knees.
No, you were
To
thinking
finish
of-
what
Yeah,
was
go
going
ahead.
on between me and Molly.
Oh no.
Okay.
I'd just
Sorry.
like to
Let's
ask
change
you,
the topic.
I had a response to you, and I wonder if you have any further response to me or anything about the issue.
I will see the issue because I realize that it has nothing to do with feelings. It's just way up in my head and very intellectual.
Mm. We do a lot of.
So
So
I-
you said you're seeding it?
Seeding the argument because all of a sudden I realized it had what I was saying had nothing to do with feelings.
What are you feeling?
She said it has something to do with feelings.
Yeah, but she's asking
I know.
now
but what am I
what she's
feeling?
feeling.
Yeah, I know. But what am I
Right.
feeling?
It seems you're angry though, Molly. I feel get some
Angry?
anger.
No, it's more that I'm sort of ashamed because I steered the group in a direction away from where I think it should be according to the process.
Oh my God! You should feel that you empowered yourself.
How so?
You took charge. You steered the group the way you wanted it to
That's
go.
Well, but that's a different objective. I mean, that's not expressing my feelings.
It's okay.
That's talking about certain theories that I have.
Yeah.
But feelings
That-
can
thought-
start in
thoughts-
the intellect.
Thoughts count. Feelings count, and thoughts count.
Thoughts count too?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Thoughts
I-
can
I-
I just look. I'm a game player. I follow the rules. I have no issue with that. Those are the rules. Boom, no problem. I do it.
There's sort of a
it's
double
just-
standard here, you
Not a
know,
big deal.
sometimes.
Feelings can
because-
connect to thoughts.
I don't know. That's what,
Feelings
I feel.
can grow,
That's what I'm
That's
grow
true.
from thoughts.
Okay.
That's true,
There's a
Walter.
double
But I
standard
think
here
thoughts,
going on here.
most thoughts really come from feelings. They might come out at a moment in a disconnected way, but they can be worked back into, connected to.
I agree. Thoughts and feelings are intimately intertwined.
I come from the primal perspective.
I know.
Everybody doesn't get it yet.
EJ, you look like you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I got it. I'm just confused.
Paul, you gotta
Paul,
get
you gotta get rid of the gum.
Philosophical
Get rid of the
ideas.
gum.
Okay,
Paul.
no, right, I want to do,
Oh, actually,
I
chewing
feel
gum
like
is
we're on the
against the
funny
rules.
farm.
Yeah,
Chewing gum. There is no oral gratification derived in the room other than speaking.
I rebel, therefore I exist.
Can I suck my thumb now?
Okay,
looking at you.
okay, I want,
Thank you.